Hey, if you're enjoying the content but haven't yet subscribed, take a minute to hit that subscribe button. Join us. Thank you. Well, for goodness sakes, it's Comic Artist Pro Secrets. My name is Ethan Van Sciver. I'm a 26-year veteran of the comic book industry. What's left of it. Yeah, world's most charming, elegant, eloquent, and yet humble man. Great big Star Wars fan and trusted member of the media. Trusted. I wouldn't lie to you. I'm not a Star Wars actor. Welcome to Gizmodo IO 9. Garbage tier, pure garbage tier. You know, last night, the final Star Wars, The Rise of Skywalker. People keep wanting to say Rise of the Skywalker. Which one? I think it's just Rise of Skywalker. That trailer just premiered last night, and everybody kind of let out a collective, like that. Everybody kind of went, except for the Shills. And the Shills went crazy for this trailer. They acted like this was something that was worthwhile. I don't know what they're talking about. Aside from one tiny little glimpse of Rose Tico. Rose Tico, who has been enjoying pie, apparently, just like I have, since The Last Jedi came out. Aside from that, I had absolutely nothing, no use for it. I thought it was a kind of a dull and boring trailer in which I think the thing that we gathered was nothing's changed. Nothing has changed. It opens up with a training scene and on Endor, and it's like Rey is still dressed the way Rey dresses. She's still kind of scowling at Kylo Ren. They're all still doing the same kind of garbage, except maybe this time the Emperor's in it. The Emperor, one of the few characters from the original trilogy who, ironically, hasn't been disgraced yet by Disney. So we got to do that. We got to disgrace the Emperor. We've got to further disgrace Lando Calrissian. I don't know how old Billy D. Williams is, but he's pretty old, and we got to get him in one last movie and give him a kick before we lose him as well. I guess that's Disney's agenda. And we've gone through this already. I mean, we talk about how every single one of these movies disgraces some aspect of George Lucas's Star Wars, and yet these people all pretend. And they have to pretend. I mean, this is really something else. This is like the Stasi. These people, I really do feel like if these people do not speak up and pronounce their love and joy and excitement for this miserable film and these miserable creative people, then they'll be blacklisted from Disney. They won't be able to work on these awful Star Wars movies ever again. They won't. Who knows? I don't know what the consequences are, but this is very strange. These people, I don't know. It does. It seems like an Al Qaeda hostage video. Star Wars actors really love the Rise of Skywalker trailer. I don't believe you. I don't believe that you liked the Star Wars Rise of Skywalker trailer. I think you guys are all keenly aware, and it's kind of throbbing at the back of your head, that you have destroyed Star Wars, and this film is going to probably be. Will it be just as bad as The Last Jedi? Could it be slightly better than The Last Jedi? I mean, Last Jedi was pretty. Last Jedi, I think, was the nadir, but let's leave it up to these people. I think if anybody could ruin something even worse, they can. All right, let's see. So these actors are pretending to love Star Wars. Fans aren't the only ones raving about the new trailer for Star Wars The Rise of Skywalker. The actors involved in the film are doing so too. And we've compiled all their reactions. Oh, good. Now, obviously, these are people who were all paid. Not just to be in the movie, but to promote it. Do you understand? That's called being a shill. These are the opinions of shills, and thus they are worthless. These opinions are absolutely not to be trusted, heeded, listened to. I don't even know why they exist. What's the point? Right? But still, it's fun to read their infectious enthusiasm, manufactured or not. What in God's holy name? Why would that be fun to read? It's fun to be lied to. It's so exciting. When people lie to you energetically, it's just a blast. It is fun to read. All right, so let's see what people are saying. Ian McDermott, who plays the Emperor, of course, Palpatine. Everything is going according to plan. Good. All right. It's being very funny. Everybody, let's stay in character. Anthony Daniel says, personally, I think the trailer is rather good. You do? Well, your moment in it was very strange. People are still wondering why C-3PO considers like Rey and Finn and Poe, and then what's her face The new bounty hunter chick, Zora Bliss. Why does he call them his friends? I'm just taking one last look at my friends. People are suggesting that C-3PO might become a suicide bomber. That's a possibility. There are all kinds of different things. My initial feeling about that scene was that maybe C-3PO, who had wires coming into his head, was taking a look at some data from the Death Star and maybe experiencing some scenes from Star Wars: A New Hope. Like maybe there was footage of Luke Skywalker, Leia, and Han Solo as they were in the Death Star during the rescue sequence. That's where I'm gonna wish I was. If I go to, I'm gonna go see it. When I go to the theater to watch this stupid movie, I'm gonna wish I was watching A New Hope, like C-3PO may have been. I hope that's what he meant. I hope he wasn't referring to the imbeciles in front of him that nobody cares about. These flat characters, they're nobody's friends. John Boyega makes a nice little joke. He says, "My favorite part of the new trailer," and then he posts this right here. John Boyega doesn't like it. John Boyega is not a fan of the new Star Wars movie that he's in. Okay, he's not. That's called passive aggressiveness. Dominic Monaghan is in it, though. The little fellow from Lord of the Rings and also Lost. He was in Lost. And by the way, if you're in any kind of movie with J.J. Abrams, if you were in TV shows with J.J. Abrams, rejoice. Rejoice. You are going to get to be in Star Wars. There were quite a few J.J. Abrams actors who are now, career Star Wars characters, which I resent. I do. Yep, that's me in the new Star Wars trailer, all blurry. Extended cut. Yeah, we're not looking at you. We're looking at, hello, I just got to let you know, because I wonder where you are. I'll stop singing. This is a recorded video. It's not a live stream, But yeah, you're blurred out. Nobody cares. We were there. We were there for Tico. We were there for the beauty of Tico. Okay, Mark Hamilween, a man who I've lost significant amounts of respect for recently, says always in quotes. Now, I didn't know. I guess it was obvious to everybody but me. I listened to the end. I listened to that dialogue at the end. And I honestly couldn't tell the difference between Carrie Fisher's voice and Mark Hamill's voice. And everyone yelled at me in my live stream. I get it now. It's her saying always. It indicates that Princess Leia did die, and so she is a Force ghost too. She is hanging out with Luke Skywalker in the great Star Wars Beyond. Fine. It also indicates that Luke Skywalker is dead. Okay, so that's a final. Any more fantasies about Luke Skywalker maybe not being dead? Those are over with. He's dead. And he's hanging out with Princess Leia now. Oh snap! That trailer is out of this world. And then look, there's a lot of. I counted the women in this scene, by the way, and there were 26 women in this scene. 26 pilots that were female. And about 6 men. 26 women, 6 men. And I wondered, had there just been a catastrophic world war that took most of the men out of the service? That's very strange. It is a weird thing. Richard E. Grant says, saw Star Wars as a drama student 42 years ago and am now in this finale. Well, that's good, Richard. I'm happy for you. He doesn't actually say it's good. He just says it's in it. Here's Chewbacca. Jonas Suetamo, I'm sure I didn't pronounce that correctly. He says, "What a journey, what a trailer, chills running through, and I can't believe we've come this far. What an honor to be a part of this." Oh, Chewbacca, please do not let them disgrace Chewbacca. He's already been kind of they've already made Chewbacca into kind of a basic bitch who will ride with anyone. He really should have gone down swinging with his life partner Han Solo. That's my opinion. They should have died together. Instead, he's sitting there in the cockpit of the Millennium Falcon with Rey. It's so unseemly. Loyalty's a big thing, guys. Loyalty's a major thing. Lando himself, Billy D. Williams, has also been tweeting today. It's mostly just retweets of the trailer, but he was excited about this piece of news. He says, "I'm so happy you are all excited. I'm just as excited." And there we go. This is news. Rise of Skywalker outsells Avengers Endgame in first hour on Atom tickets. Yeah, it's going to be. I think it's going to be a success. People are hoping that it won't make $1 billion. I think it will. My guess is, how could it not? How could it not do that well? And people are going to go see it because they're going to perceive it as the last Star Wars movie. Remember, Disney gets by right now with kind of hoaxes and hooks and schemes and scams. It's the last Star Wars movie. Okay, well, you're going to get, I'd say this movie's going to make $2 billion. How do you like that? I think it's going to make $2 billion. And I know that doesn't make anyone happy, but you got to be honest. I mean, they look at what they did with Captain Marvel. They conned $1 billion out of the American people, not just the world. I mean, they conned $1 billion out of the world by making it seem like that movie was important. It was in between two Avengers movies that everyone wanted to see. I mean, look. These people are very good at marketing things. They're not good at making art. They're not good at making films, really, but they're good at marketing them. It's Disney. All right, so Rian Johnson's here. God damn. And, of course, it's not just the actors who are excited. Some of the filmmakers involved, both past and future. No, not future. That's over with. Took to Twitter to talk about the movie. Oh, my God. I heart Star Wars. I heart it. Ryan, they got to clean up after you, pal. They got to clean up after your mess here. Fortunately, at this point, Disney has asked Rian Johnson to no longer confirm that he is making any more Star Wars films, which doesn't sound good to me. That just doesn't sound too hopeful or promising for his future in Star Wars. If I were him, I would feel like I don't know, a little bit worried about that. Ryan, could you do me a favor and never mention that you're working on Star Wars ever again? Well, why? Just don't mention that you're. Do me a favor. When people ask you, are you going to be doing any more Star Wars? Your answer should be, like that. Okay, that's where you need to be right now. Doesn't sound so great for Roundhead Rian Johnson. Here's Kevin Jenkins. He says, I have seen and been a part. You've been a part of? A part. Garbage here. It's not, if you've been a part, that means you've been separate from. Been a part of means you've been included in. Some incredible things over the last couple of years. Just know that this film was made by Star Wars fans for Star Wars fans. Enjoy the Rise of Skywalker trailer. F you. Here's Ava DuVernay. Proud of J.J. Abrams on the killer final saga of Star Wars and for bringing Victoria Mahoney on board to direct second unit of Rise of Skywalker. That's right. J.J. Abrams was guilted, by social justice warriors who pointed out his apparent white supremacy. He, instead of stepping aside to let this woman of color here, where's the woman of color in question? Is that her? I think that might be her. I can't tell if that's Ava DuVernay. I don't remember what either of these women look like. But instead of stepping aside and saying, hey, maybe a woman of color should direct the last chapter of Star Wars. No. J.J. Abrams said, all right, well, she can film backgrounds. She can go and film some, establishing shots, okay? Go take a camera and take it to Ireland and go film some cliffs, okay? And by the way, before you go to film some cliffs, let me take a picture of you, me with you, and tweet it out to Twitter. Oh, I'm so progressive. Oh, how progressive are you? You wouldn't step aside, would you? You wouldn't step aside. I call that white supremacy, I guess. I don't know. We might as well use their own words against them. We might as well use their own SJW phrases against them, make them live up to their own standards. All right. Save that for last tweet. One thing is noticeably missing in these reactions. Where are the women of Star Wars? 100%. Where's Daisy Ridley? Why hasn't Kelly Marie Tran commented about her glorious... Oh, yeah, she's not on social media anymore. No Billy Lord, etc. And, well, we know the reason why. The obvious remnants of toxic fandom aside. Are you excited about the trailer? No, not at all. The trailer was horrible. In fact, this kind of sums it up. This keeps happening, and it fucking... This is this garbage tier. How is this actually a title? How is this like a news title? Well, it's current year. It's the end of the world. What are you going to do? So what did you guys think of the trailer? If you actually were honest, since none of you people are working for Disney, and you guys are, instead, since you're not actually collecting a paycheck to keep your mouth closed about how corrupt it is at Disney and how terrible the movies are, you can be honest. They're going to call you toxic fandom, of course, but you're allowed to be honest about it. What did you think about the trailer? Let me know in the comments below. like, share this video, subscribe. Check and see if you're still subscribed. YouTube is unsubscribing people right now without their permission. I got a notification about it. They're like, yeah, you might see your numbers go down. We're unsubscribing inactive accounts. Are you really? Well, some people are active, and they're letting me know that they were unsubscribed without your permission, YouTube. You know, I implore you to seek consent from here on out. Seek consent. Everything should be consensual. Thank you, everyone. I'll see you again later with another video and the High Council tonight. Bye-bye. Hey, I got a P.O. box. Want to send me some mail? Send it to Ethan Van Skyver, P.O. Box 607, Marlton, New Jersey, 08053. And I'll probably open it up on the live stream. Thanks very much, everyone. If you enjoyed this video and want to become part of this community, subscribe to this channel by clicking the Laughing Man face logo right on your screen. Ring the bell for notifications as well. You'll never miss a live chat. And stay tuned, another video by Comic Artist Pro Secrets is coming right up.